Thank you so much for sitting down talking with us today. I did want to just first get your general reaction to the news that you are more than likely going to be facing Joe Kent as an opponent in the general election.
Well, first off, I want to thank our former Congressman, well, current Jaime Herrera Beutler, for conceding with honor and grace. She has served this district for a long time, and we certainly don't agree on everything, but I really respect the choices she's made to uphold election integrity. Um, you there is not enough of that in Congress today, and so we are grateful for her honor.
Absolutely. Yeah, so tell me a little bit about your thoughts about facing Joe Kent in the general election.
Yeah, well, defeating Joe was why we got into this race in large part. I mean, um, this is not someone that can adequately or effectively represent this district. Joe is an extremist. Joe loves to talk about his support for jobs and the economy, but I'm the candidate in the race who has been growing family wage jobs, who works in the trades, who's a small business owner, and who understands how difficult this economy has been for families like mine to navigate. There is a very clear choice between someone who has the skills and the experience to deliver for this district and someone who is going to drive our country further into hyper partisanship, divide us further, and drive us down this road of polarization.
You touched a little bit on this, but speaking broadly to voters, even some of those who may not have voted in the primary election, why should voters choose you? And would you say anything specifically to the longtime supporters of Congresswoman Herrera Beutler?
This is the time for the middle to come together. This is the time for us to build bridges and not drive wedges. This is the time for us to abandon the clickbait politics that have divided our district. And I am the candidate who can work down the middle and deliver real results for this district. I'm not here to make a spectacle or start a flame war on Twitter. I'm here because I believe in hard work. And I know that that's what it's going to take to deliver for our district.
I understand that this is a district that has been Republican held for a very long time. Do you believe that enough people would back you, a Democratic candidate, for this district specifically?
This is absolutely a winnable seat. And it's not so much about convincing folks that they need to change their affiliation. It is about an argument of what's best for the district and who has lived experience. We can't keep electing extremists and career politicians to Congress and expect better results. And that's why I stood up to run in this race. This is not about delivering for somebody's party or my party. This is about delivering for the district. And that's what I'm committed to do, to really listening to constituents, listening to my neighbors, and delivering for us.
You've talked a lot about how you know this district, you know the people that you intend to represent. So what are some of the topics that you plan to focus on as a representative of the people of Southwest Washington if they decide to choose you?
It is a really concerning economy right now for a lot of small business owners like mine, like looking at crime, looking at inflation. I've had my windows broken 4 times this year. Those costs really add up, and they make it hard to run the services that we need to have a thriving economy. Small business owners like us, we're the backbone of this economy. We provide family wage jobs that people can be proud of. And this is a really tough climate for us to be operating in. So absolutely the economy, inflation, and the overall assault on our rights. It is very concerning. This is not about the minutia of constitutional law. This is about, do people have a right to privacy, to determine their most intimate choices, or do you believe the government should be making that choice for you? So there are some really serious issues on the line this year.
Well, thank you so much for your time. Do you have any other final comments or thoughts that you wanted to express this evening?
Well, I would say to moderates on both sides of the aisle, this is the time for us to come together and to find a candidate who can really serve our community, who will listen closely, and who will work diligently to bridge this very polarized climate we have found ourselves in.